Are we up and running? I don't know. Looks like we might be. I don't know. I guess there's kind of a delay on this. Learning as we go. But yeah, I guess if you're here, welcome. First live stream, so I'm just kind of figuring it out as I go. Go ahead and refresh this page though. There we go. That's better. Yeah. I see we got a couple viewers in here already. Nervous. I haven't played in a while, but bum, 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 bum. Probably go ahead and start a game up here. Maroon Pickle. I'm not sure which one you are, but good to see you. All right, let's get a game going. All right. Gonna start first game with the E4. And I'm expecting to get crushed pretty bad, so, but okay, I guess not. Well, that's disappointing. Let's try to get another one. All right, toe hemp. Teach me a lesson. Oh no, not the French. All right, let's see. Let's bring the knight out. Let's go ahead and get the bishop out. Let's see. I have a feeling this guy, right on, John. Good to see you, buddy. All right, let's see. So I'm looking at pinning the knight here. Yeah, you know what? We're just trying to have fun and learn here, right? So, all right, let's see. Can develop the queen and add another defender to this knight. Now, doesn't that just win a pawn? I take, he takes whatever I can take here eventually and still castle queenside. But then he'll have this here. which would kind of ruin my kingside structure, but that doesn't really matter if I'm gonna be castling queenside. So yeah, let's go ahead. I'm wasting time. Uh, that's right. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and castle. That's right. Knight can take and defend. All right. Oh well. I suck at speed chess, so. Ooh. All right, you know what? Yes. Let's start attacking. I'm good with it. Now that opens up this rook to come down here. Check. All right. So now we've won a pawn. Let's come down here, protect. Hmm. Let's bring the rook over. I feel like I could sacrifice here at some point. All right, I think I'm definitely better. Takes, takes, takes. Two pawns and the king's exposed, but it's risky. Hmm. Not yet. Not yet. All right, let's bring this rook over. I screwed this up. All right. Oh, oh, and he's going to try to fork me here. Okay. So I need to stop the fork somehow. Yeah. Next, I think I need to bring the queen over and get an attacker here, and then possibly I'm looking at this square for my queen to give a check at some point. Okay, let's see. Yeah, let's get the knight over here. And then I'm going to come down here, hitting it twice. He moves. I've got the check here. Oh, wait. I think he just blundered mate in two. Boom. Boom, baby. All right, we got game one. Whoo! All right. Check it out. Hey, not a bad first game back. Not bad at all. All right. Check it out. Started it out with a bang. All right. Can't be mad. Yeah, let's check out that review. Doubt I played that game even close to well, but all right. So, you know what? Yeah, pretty bad. Pretty bad. Skills. Oh, okay, whatever. Yeah, no, that blunder was pretty crazy, right? All right. So French defense, just grab the center with the two pawns and yeah, just develop the piece. Blah de da. Yep. And just solidifying these pawns, developing and pinning the knight. I had to sit and think on this one for a minute, but just yeah, go for development. That's what I like. But hey, you know what? I'm just glad I played a good game. That was nice. And I didn't play this one too badly, honestly. Let's see. There was probably better moves. Let's see, what was the best move? Captures. Okay. Yeah, okay. I mean, but I just figured captures led to a bunch of trades, and I just didn't want to trade off all my pieces too early, so. You know what? It was all things considered for a blitz game. It was decent. I won't hurt myself too hard over it, but it looks like I had at least a mistake in the game, so once I get to that, we should definitely learn from it. But all this seemed pretty obvious. Just open up, solidify, develop, castle, blah 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 blah. I mean, here, I guess there's the better, like I said, developing the queen is a good move, and yeah, but I guess taking here is better, so I'll need to look into that again at some point, or maybe here in a little bit. No, dang it. But yeah, now I decided it was time to capture, which honestly, just because I didn't count the number of defenders he had on this square, so he can still just come away clean with the knight here without compromising his structure, so. Yeah, Walter, what's up, buddy? Yeah, Walter the dog. But that last move was nice. I'm glad I saw it quickly too. No, I didn't really think that this was that much of a mistake, or an inaccuracy. I mean, well, but then again, he's not castled, and if he still has the structure is good over here, okay. So his structure is still good over here. That means when he gets the queen out of the way, wait, hold up. No, he can't castle over there, so never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. Maybe he doesn't even need to castle. He can just keep the king in the center, and maybe that's why this is a mistake. He can take now, compromise my structure, create a weakness here with this doubled pawn, and stay in the center, or castle eventually, maybe. But I think with this pawn out of the way and this file open and ready to take for a rook to take, it's not a good idea to castle that way. And yeah, my idea here is just to start trying to push the pawn and open up the king side. And yeah, my opponent found the move, obviously. And yeah, no, I saw this immediately. He undefends the pawn. All right, best square. What is the best square here? Oh, really? Hmm. Just reposition the rook. Okay. All right, so Instead of that, reposition the rook, and then what? Not 100% seeing the way forward here, but yeah, you know what? So the sacrifice did work. Okay. I was thinking about it. I was thinking about bishop takes, but I figured there must be some way. Yeah, exactly. There's a defense. Exactly. He can just, so it's just sacrificing a piece and playing on the back foot the rest of the way. So what was the best move here then? Oh, rook over. And then yeah. Ah, so let the fork happen. So here, and what if? Oh wait, it just traps the knight. Duh. Wait, no, it doesn't. But it does. It opens up this square. Okay. Doi. So rook back, and the queen is threatening this. If knight takes, it's got to be like a mating. Yeah, exactly. Just mate. So the fork doesn't work. Okay. And then yeah, just win the knight. If king here, checkmate. If pawn takes, checkmate. I mean, so nice. Oh, dude, I don't even want to talk about how many times I've hit my head. I've only been living here for like 2 weeks, and I probably hit my head every single day so far. Don't get me wrong, I love the new place, but yeah, no, that big hurts. All right, cool. Well, nice, got game one out of the way. Sweet. No, that was pretty sweet. Ended game one with a brilliant move and a few mistakes. Now it's time for me to get my ass kicked in the next one. So here we go. Oh, no, 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 no. All right, cool. I get the black pieces, and we'll go Karo Khan. Hillbilly. All right, what do we want to do here? Yeah, I like to wait until they've put the knight here, but that's a strange move. That's a very strange move. I don't think I agree with that move at all. Because now I can can I just hit the queen? I mean, that just weakens his king, so that's, huh. You know what? Yeah. Let's bring out, you know what? Let's go ahead and pin. I know you don't move the same piece twice in the opening. I know, but Let's see. Hmm. Yeah, let's just get rid of this knight. All right. Go ahead and castle. This bishop's pretty useless right now, so that's good. A wacky square. This knight will probably do better here. Never mind. But that does give me a chance to add an attacker. It's a bad opening from white against the Caro-Kann. I mean, obviously it's playable, but the bishop winding up on this square is really awkward and oh wait, no, never mind. He's trying to trick me. Okay, I almost fell for it too. Huh. Yeah, I'm not liking this position too much. I don't think there's really much for me in this one. Hmm. All right, let's reroute the knights. Gonna try to bring the knight over to the king side. Maybe try to get the rook over here at some point. Hmm. Interesting. I don't got time to think about it though. Attack, if he takes, then I'll take and it'll open up. Threatening this. Well, not anymore. And can we trick him? Trick him into some kind of a fork, maybe? Oh, shoot. All right, well, I'm losing now. That was dumb. All right. That was dumb. Oh, that was dumb. Shoot. Oh, he didn't see it. Well, that's some seriously like me just getting super lucky there. I need to put this on a safer square. That was terrible. Oh, that was just horrible. I can't believe I made that blunder. I think I'm not. Oh, I think this just wins me the queen. All right, I think I win. Boom, baby. Booyah. Got it, man. No, I blundered straight up. I made a straight up stupid mistake, but my opponent didn't see it. Sweet. Holy crap, dude. All right, back to back. Holy crap, dude. What you doing, Walter? What you doing, buddy? Yeah, I called the back to back, man. That was crazy. No, that was awesome. Freaking Queen Fork at the end, homeboy, let my pieces in. All right, but this is probably where I start to get smacked around because those little mistakes like that, like I mean, look at the graph. Yeah, I mean, I was winning at one point, gave it back, and then my opponent severely blundered. But yeah, I mean, let's check it out. Not a good game by any stretch, but so far everything's good. Best moves and book moves. Yeah. So as I said, this was gonna be a bad move. You don't move the same piece twice in the opening, but the words of Alex Benzia ring in my ears when I can pin this knight. I like to. For some reason, it simplifies things for me while probably complicating things for me at the same time. All right, but yeah, so that's an okay move, but it's not the best move. Let's see. In this situation, Queen C7. So we'll remember that next time. Just adding an attacker to this weak pawn. So this was not right. And yeah, no, Bishop D6. I mean, in certain like Caro-Kann advanced lines, or in a lot of Caro-Kann advanced lines and exchange and things like that, the bishop winds up here. But I've also found in a lot of variations this square for the bishop was always a really good one to go to. All right, so taking the knight wasn't bad. Castling, just easy peasy. Getting the queen up and attacking the now. because by moving his knight here, he blocked the defense of this pawn. However, I failed to note that his rook was here too, so I almost actually took this pawn after this. So b5. Ah, so now we want to start, oh, okay. So we want to push this in here and kind of undermine the pawn structure here. And weaken this pawn, allows my knight to get in, hit this, hit this, hit this checking square where his king is. I mean, yeah, and he's got weak dark squares all over his king side, so. But I decided to bring the knight back in a reroute to the king side, so. Which the engine doesn't hate it, it's just not the best. And then knight up, yeah, I thought knight up was good. Knight h5 as well. Oh yeah, knight h5 does add another attacker, but I figured he could just move or no, not there, not there. But I figured he could put the knight somewhere and just reestablish contact with the pawn that way. Bishop g3. But then queen f3, knight h4. Wait, wait. Oh, okay, okay. So bg3, yeah. So bishop g3, queen f3, knight h4 hitting the queen. And that queen is running out of squares, has to retreat and go back, and terrible position for white. So forward, not back. So now we're opening this up against his batteried queen and rook here. Knight f5 was better. Yeah, I suppose. I mean, it wants this here. But I mean, are we wanting to put it here under the protection of these? I mean, maybe. Hits the rook. You know what? I mean, I'm going to go ahead and guess that that's the idea. Just puts the knight on a good square. Really good square. And then at some point, get it over here to e4 and just have massive control. I mean, the pawn is gone on this file, and this pawn's too far advanced, so the knight, it's just a nice, it's a nice outpost for the knight while we win these tempos on the queen. So cool. But I went ahead and did it early. I mean, but I guess getting the other knight up first was probably better. Oh, so this was a big mistake. Maybe even call it a blunder. Yeah, this is a blunder, a big one. Yeah, exactly. Because I just I just freaking hung my rook. Needs just hung my rook. So this one was over. As soon as he takes this, I can resign. But I'm also trying to fight on in lost positions as long as they're somewhat fightable. But in this case, this one wouldn't take long. He takes here, I take, and then he's rerouting this, and he's got all his forces pointed at my king side. And he's rerouting his pieces to start attacking my king, and my pieces are all spread out over here, and it's just losing that rook is really bad. I can't believe I overlooked this, but oh well. All right, so but yeah, then after that, bishop h2 would have resulted in the same thing. Bishop h2, king over, yeah, rook takes, yeah, and then queen has to take, and then you win the queen. Yep. So we traded blunders, and I ended up being able to punish my opponent first for his. So let's go ahead and move on over right into the next game. All right, here we are, white pieces again. It's another French. Oh boy. Wait, hold up. This is a mistake. And I think the move is you take here first. And now. And now I'm just up a pawn. Now I'm just up a pawn. Ugh. Let's see. You know what? Let's see. Is it all right to just start trading? I mean, I think it's okay to start trading. Hmm. Let's go ahead and develop with check. Ice cold gambit. It's nice to see you. I'm happy you're here, friend. You can play, maybe we can play if you want. I don't think I'll be any fun for you though. I'm not very good. All right, let's see. Let's centralize these rooks. Hold up. I want to stop him from coming. Wait, no, 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 no. All right. Let's go ahead and initiate some trades. I've got a 3-on-2 on this side. Simplify this game. All right, what's he going for? Well, that just gives me a chance to get my rook on the 7th rank, so. And now I think I can move my knight here and attack the pawn. So far, I think I'm in control right now. All right, so now let's see. Hmm. Attack the knight and then double up. No. Let's attack here. All right, let's see. Now, if he moves that pawn, the knight is hanging, so this pawn is hanging, so I'll win another pawn. And I think the knight is going to want to come here. Neighbor's dog is barking. But this just hangs a pawn. All right, so this pawn or this pawn. You know what? Let's trade the rooks and pin the knight. Now I've got two pawns. This is a passer. Let's get in and attack. Solidify. Gotta watch out. He can come here because this pawn is pinned. All right, so now attacking here. I gotta be quick though. All right, so now I have three pass pawns. Okay. I don't mind. And he hasn't a square to go to. So now this knight is out of, well, not quite, but okay, let's not hang any more pawns. And in fact, let's start attacking him. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I might have screwed up here. All right, yeah, I screwed up. All right, I got to come back. He gets a check here, but that's my fault. I opened myself up to it. I need to get these pawns down the board. This is an intense game. Sorta. Shoot. I'm not feeling too confident right now, actually. I'm thinking about sacking the rook here. Yeah, let's do it. I got 3 passed pawns. Ah, shoot. That was probably a mistake. Maybe, maybe not. Uh, Sacking the rook might not have been the idea. Although I think I'm winning. Yeah, because he can't come here. And now I get the queen. And that's actually mate. Whew! All right, got another one. Oofta. Got it. Ooh. Jeez, man. That's crazy. Holy crap. Tell me about it, Johnny boy. The three-peat, it happened. No, that was a good one. Whew. That was an entertaining game. I'm actually much looking forward to reviewing this one. Let's start without the engine though, so I can give like a clean, unadulterated analysis of the game. Twice now we've seen a French tonight, and this is what they call a bad French. This is a mistake. Hey John, it's been fun, buddy. You have a good night. Maroon Pickle out. Love you, bud. See you later. Oh, damn. Dude, you're such a good dude. Yeah, take care of them kids and enjoy your leave, buddy. We'll see you when we see you. Thanks for checking in with the channel, man. I appreciate it. But yeah, this is coming back to this move, I just know from many analyses in the past that this is a bad move. This is what they call a bad French, because for the very reason it just loses a pawn, even when he takes here. So, and I don't think it really matters in which order you do it. I mean, you could take this way and I think it still works just the same. I mean, yeah, you take like this, like this, like this, and you're up the pawn, they take here, and then boom. So either way, it's just a bad move. And it gives me initiative right out of the gate. So from here, it's just trading off. And, you know, I probably played the end game less than perfect, but we're in an early queenless end game. Maybe, you know what, I could have offered the bishop trade. You know, that's not something I don't think I even considered that. It gets the bishop on a good square and it challenges the bishop's authority of these diagonals. So I don't know. I'm willing to bet that might be a move. But I went for knights before bishops type development. So he gets the knight in, and of course, and then eventually end up getting the bishop out. And from here, I mean, I would. Uh-oh, did my opponent message me? Oh, ah, a very nice sacrifice. I appreciate that. I like it when people are a good sport about it. I can be a very bad sport when I lose, as many people who know me can attest. But yes, let's go ahead, get back to the moves. So move 12, bishop f4, and I mean, I'm a pawn up. I've got this majority versus these two over here, 3-on-3. I mean, in master play, this is probably a draw. I mean, the one pawn is never, it's an advantage, but it's never a sure victory. As I've learned in the past, just being a pawn up is often not enough to win. And my opponent actually, I feel like they did a good job trying to create some sort of counterplay once I got castled over here with this pawn push and trying to induce some weaknesses over here. So see, if I'm in his position, I'm trying to get all my pieces developed. And yeah, this trade is basically forced. And I can now double up. Well, of course he can attack, but I decide, you know, attacking a pawn is good too. And then doubling up. I mean, I suppose maybe I could have gone for this, but he could have just brought this over and it's protected and it's down a favorable corridor to my king, and I don't want to allow that. And yeah, here I thought, you know, maybe just winning a pawn. Because yeah, like I said, after this here, one of these is going to fall. If he moves this over here, you know, take and then this. If he tries to, I don't know, he can't move the pawn, obviously, drop the knight. So yeah, just winning a pawn, and now I've got a passer over here and a 3 against 1. This has to be winning. And of course, he made the right move here. Knight out of danger, but now we can grab another pawn. And I did overlook this check. I did. I maybe could have been a little more patient before I went pawn grabbing. I could have improved the king potentially. No, wait, I couldn't. I had to take. Otherwise, I could have brought the rook here and maintained against this pawn, but then he could just move it out of the way. And so, yeah, it's fine. He gets a pawn over here, but I'm still clear with 3 passers on this side. There's no way I'm losing this. But Aussie boy, thank you for being a good sport. Let's see. So now just attacking the pawn. Attacking the pawn. Boom, boom. And just a lot of dumb shuffling here. If we go back, you know, it takes. And you know what? I maybe could have just stayed over here earlier and assisted these pawns a lot quicker, but I was worried about leaving him alone unfettered against all these pawns over here and then having his own 3 versus none. You know, I just don't want to allow anything like that. And so it was not smart of me, and I think I only yeah, no, this was just a bad move. Like I think probably here, 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 somewhere. Just no need to get worried about what's going on over here. I mean, this is defended even. All I need to do is push this and I don't have anything really to worry about. So, but it gave him an unnecessary check. And maybe he was looking at something like this, but obviously I can just take. But here's where it's just like let's start pushing these pawns and getting this majority rolling and get our queen back. And I don't know if this was the best move, but I've got 3 passed pawns over here. So, although I completely overlooked his rook to a7 move, which I was probably going to lose one of these regardless after rook a7. But now I have my king over here. And sure, he can take here, but the complications you know what? No, maybe, I mean, honestly, if he starts taking these, my knight is pretty much, so I would say this position, let's mark move 35. This position, this could be a drawn position here. I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm better for the 2 pawns here, but hey, Isaac, what's up, buddy? I'm glad you're here, man. That makes me happy to see you. Thank you for the support, buddy. It means a lot. You should see, I'm on a 3-game win streak right now, bud. You should see some of the games I played. Caught a brilliant in my first one, so pretty successful first stream so far. But yeah, let's see. Ice Cold Gambit. What's your rating, bud? What's your blitz? So yeah, no, King D5. Just running these two passers up, getting the knight in there. I mean, at this point, I feel like I'm winning because I can give this check, move the king over, and like he has nothing. Every move is Zugzwang, like we say in German, Zugzwang. As a German speaker, it really bugs me the way Americans and other English speakers say Zugzwang. Like, nein, das ist nicht richtig. Das ist gar nicht richtig. Und wenn es auch andere Deutschsprachige gibt, freue ich mich, dass es dich bei meinem, also, ja, freu ich mich, dass du da bist, falls du da bist. And yeah, from here, obviously, it's just a mate and two. I think he needed to sack the rook back or prepare to sack the rook for one of these pawns. I mean, but either way, at this point, it's just over. Just want to take a quick look at the graph here, because I want to see if that rook sack. Oh, so blundered this into a draw. Yep. I want to go back and I want to see that rook sacrifice. Ooh, nope, wrong idea. So it was a bad idea after all. All right. Well, I mean, let's see. And yeah, like I said, right out of the gate, just better for me. So far, so good. Huh? Okay, what's the best move here? That just kind of threw me the way it puts the extended arrow right here. But yeah. All right, because I was highlighting this early. Against the laws of physics for it to be bad. Well, I think I mean that you know what, you could be right, but I think I've gone into a few sacrifices with that mentality where physics taught me otherwise. Who knows? Is it physics? With chess, is it geometry? Is it math? I'm terrible at both. But yeah, no. So this is just done from here. So as my coach would say, every move is winning. This was just probably an unnecessary risk on my part. And yeah, I definitely did blunder the game down. But all right, let's get into another one. All right, let's see. And I mean, this being the first stream, I don't know. I don't know how long I'll take this one. Between 5 and 10 games, maybe. But I'm expecting to get my bell rung here soon. Kevin Morris, teach me a lesson. Karo Khan. I see 3, queen, knight. In the world? Wait, hold up. Did I just mess something up? Oh, no way. Did I seriously just do that? Oh man, I just blunder a pawn right out of the gate, dude. All right, well, crap. Wow, that's disheartening, man. That was not supposed to happen. I was supposed to bring the knight out first. I could have swore it was bishop d3. Oh man. Oh, that's just so terrible. That's so terrible. How could I do that to myself? All right, well, let's just try to use this lead in development, I guess. Crap, man, I can't believe I did that. So dumb. All right. I'm just kind of flinging stuff now. I expect him to castle over here and then I'll just attack, but defending. Yeah, no, that sucks. I can't believe that I blundered a pawn. All right, well, let's see. What else can we do? Yeah, I got nothing. That was an unfortunate shitty blunder. All right, let's see. Well, there is some tactical stuff here. Like I could take this, but is it worth compromising my structure? Oh wait, it's not. Also a blunder. Oh, so dumb. So dumb. All right, we'll resign this one. All right. Well, that was just, unfortunately, that was just, you know, stupid is as stupid does, unfortunately. Yeah. Ah, nah. Stupid is as stupid does. That was just me being dumb. Yeah, no, that was just idiot. I don't know. So dumb. Knight F3 or C3 exactly. I mean, knight F3, C3, then this, then this, then this, and this is like, ugh. No, that's disheartening to lose against a Tartakower. A Tartakower is a really, I play it sometimes with black, but it's just bad. I mean, it's so easy to beat, and I just missed this. I forgot about C3 first because, like I said, haven't played in a year. But okay, that was disheartening and embarrassing. Ah. Can't win them all, I guess. All right, that's it. All right, let's take a break. I'm playing too fast right now. Let's do a few puzzles and then we'll come back to it. I need to slow down. So it takes the bishop and then we'll be hitting the knight twice. So dumb. So dumb. I think this one's a little on the nose. So dumb. Ah, yes. Wait, what? Oh, come on. Stupid forks. Ay, ay, ay. No, those last two games were just dumb. Just so dumb. Might need to turn on some music or something. All right, well, after that last game, I think I'll probably play maybe one or two more games, but that's it. Unfortunately, just just dumb opening blunders like that really frustrate me. Just oh God, I hate the ready opening. Yeah, not too happy. Like the first three games were pretty great, but uh, that last one was just pain. Might have a fork at the end here. Of course. Wait, hold up. I'm attacking here and here. All right, well, piece up, but he's got a couple pawns for it, so I need to be careful. All right, let's see. Sorry, I'm being all quiet right now. Super focused. Anyway, coming back to it. Just trying to trade down now. Force some trades. Win another pawn, maybe. But yeah, no, just I need to do a better job of talking during the game. I also get pretty into the music. I'm gonna win these two pawns next. All right, well, giving me a pawn and almost forcing a trade. And I can simplify here. All right, so this will be a win. Man, those first two games were just awful. How's everybody doing today? Damn, messed that one up, didn't I? Oh wait, no I didn't. I win the rook now. Yeah, hello. Say what now? It will not let me. Dude, what the? Dude, what the? Dude, it's not letting me touch my H pawn. Okay, dude, what in the world? Okay, hold up. Hey, chess.com, you got a problem, bro. Your freaking technology won't let me. Okay, yeah, no. That's oh, dude. So, did any of y'all catch that? Like it was glitching my H pawn. It wouldn't let me promote my H pawn when I was trying to promote it. Like, ugh, ugly game. I'm gonna grab me a coffee real quick. Where are my fellow German speakers at? Eh, nice. Yeah, so from here I figured I'd be winning. Easy peasy. I mean, oh man, Isaac, I hope you weren't watching the previous two disasters. Oh man. Ugh. Need to let the homies know that I'm in here. Gotta check out the stream. How long have we been going at it now? About an hour and a half, really. It's actually been a lot of fun. Ugh. So far, so fun. Let's see. Yeah, blundering a pawn on move 3. Yeah, no. I was so out of it and like down about this game here. I mean, in hell, even my second win I shouldn't have won. I blundered a rook outright and my opponent just didn't see it. Got the yellow lab sleeping. Don't know if y'all can see him well, but he's a good boy. What's up, chat? Y'all are dead. Leute aus Deutschland, schreib an. Ich würde sehr gerne was von euch hören. Und ich verspreche, Ich kann auch gut Deutsch sprechen. Ich kann auch gut verstehen. Ich kann auch gut lesen. My favorite game so far probably has to be this one, and the second one was pretty interesting, but no, this was a nice little tactic here. Easy peasy, but oh, Ludwig Strassenhaus, I believe you. If you're 2100, I have no chance. Compared to you, I am a troglodyte, a caveman, a Neanderthal who tries. Ludwig Strassenhaus, also das hört sich deutsch an. Also kommst du aus Deutschland? Ludwig Streethouse. You've never lost a match? That's impressive, dude. Sadly I can't say the same. But that's all right. That's all right. I'm trying to learn how to be unmovable. The 2100, that's pretty impressive, man. I'm trying not to focus on rating anymore. About a year ago, I reached a kind of fever pitch. I am American. I was an exchange student in Germany for a couple years. Björn Svensson, wo kommst du denn her? Yeah, this was my favorite game so far. Just normal. Open file against the king is a good thing, so I thought. Well, I promise you I'm also American, born in Columbus, Georgia, at Fort Benning, to be more specific. But yep, nope, I lived in America, and some of the greatest people I've ever known. I mean, I used to live in Germany, and some of the best people I've ever known are from Germany, and have a lot of friends and people I consider to be like my family over there. Some very special people to me. Well, Ludwig, you were exaggerating about being an expert. Are you exaggerating about being a beginner now? What's your rating? You know what? I'm gonna share this just 'cause give some context of my journey. Playing a bunch of bots, and then I think the last like actual real game that I played. Yeah, this guy. So about a year ago, I played this game. My opponent played terribly, and I trapped his queen. So, as of this moment, He turned on the engine and then whittled me down into that. And I tell you what, that game hurt me so bad. I just stopped playing online chess for that time. It was just, oh man, it was so disheartening to lose this game the way that I did. I mean, it just hurt. I mean, and honestly, it wasn't my fault. You know, obviously the guy was cheating. I reported him and I told him in the chat that he was a dirty cheater and that I was gonna make sure he got banned, and he did. I spammed this guy's account with reports like crazy, and but yeah, no, this guy, uh, yeah, no, he put me off from chess for quite a while, and so it feels nice to be back on here and actually be doing something with it. I hope y'all are having fun here too. Probably get started with another game here in a minute. But 3 wins to start, and then 2 quick losses, just me being a dummy, just missing stupid crap in the opening. And hopefully I'll have a much better game this next go around. So yeah, cheating unfortunately has it's become a real problem. Yeah, it's a real problem on chess.com and just within the game in general. But you know, what else can we do? We want to play, so hopefully chess.com and others will find a way to implement some anti-cheating measures that actually work. I don't know, man. Whoop. All right, let's see if we can find another game. Maybe get 1 or 2 more in there. Yeah, I mean, they both have their, I guess, chess.com versus Lee Chess, they both have their one-ups on each other. I definitely think there's probably a lot less cheaters on Lee Chess, but who can really say for sure, you know? Walter, stop it. All right, here we go. Haven't seen D4 yet, so I'm expecting it. All right. London, come on. Why does that not feel right? Could win a pawn here, maybe. Castle. Doesn't look too bad right now. I think maybe my opponent like possibly misplayed a bit. All right. Well, don't have a terrible position out of the opening. Attacking this. Oh, might have opened up for a discovery on my queen. That was not smart. That was not smart. Not smart. Oof. Big oof. Big, 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 big oof. I should probably resign now, actually. Really? I need to get out of this discovery. I'm not playing this one very well. I mean, I've got my opponent on time so far, but I'm not playing this one very well, unfortunately. I need to get this bishop out. Ooh, do 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 do. Oh, hoo, 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 hoo. Hello, everyone. If you're just joining, his bishop is undefended. Wait, his bishop? No, his queen's defending it. But yeah, no, his bishop currently is defended by the queen, so all right, let's see. We need to get control of this file. Yeah, I'll have to go back and look at it. Probably bring this bishop back here, and then these are on good diagonals at that point. So hold up. Yeah, now I can win the bishop pair, like for good. For some reason, I think I'm better here. I hope y'all don't mind my dubstep. Ganja White Knight, buddy. All right, let's trade that off. Let's go ahead and pin this knight. All right, I think now we can just... All right, I think we're winning now. All right, I think I'm winning here. And with the lack of time, he's going to make a mistake. All right. I don't think he has enough to mate me. All right, cool. You know what? I don't know. I mean, should I play more or should we call that a good first session? Because I'm going to be doing this more often. All right, so rook over. All right. So next time, rook over. Ha ha. Nick, what's up, buddy? I'm happy to see you, man. Well, you know what? Let's one of my good buddies just showed up, so let's see if we can get a caro. Spore man. You know what? Nah, I think I'm gonna change my settings so that I get a match with the black pieces. I should have done that before. Yes, it is working perfectly at the moment. Oh wait, I guess I can't really choose which color pieces I want to play with unless I put in a specific challenge. You know what? I think hold up. I gotta find that. Maybe it was this one. Nick, I think. Yeah, here we go, Nick. This is one I played earlier. Hillberry. Just developing, blah, blah, blah. I think I saw you do this in a game once, and I thought to myself, what would Nick do? But you wouldn't do this. You're better than that. Walter, come here, buddy. Who's a good boy? Who's a good pupper? Who's a good boy? But yeah, no, just developing. Let's go back, not rush through everything. Everything here looks pretty normal. I think the computer didn't have too much to say about it. This moving the same piece twice in the opening, we know. But yeah, exactly. Like we talked about it. No evaluation, lost moving the piece. So just getting the bishop onto a good square, attacking a weak f4 pawn. I was thinking obviously about bringing the queen to c7 at some point. You know what? If people want to do shrooms, that's their prerogative. Let's see. Now, for me, I guess when it comes to, like, say, the hillbilly, for example, and not knowing really what to do or what's best, um, I more or less am good to trade off the light square bishop as soon as we can, just because, that's following Banzia's advice, I mean, with the advance, with the exchange, et cetera, we like to oftentimes trade off this light square bishop. So, oh, I made a huge blunder later in this one, Nick. I'm pretty ashamed of myself, and I'm kind of ashamed that my opponent didn't see it, but my opponent's knight got in the way of this pawn, and moving it again, he has no useful squares. It was just a bad developing square. So now, at this point, I'm trying to swing my pieces over and get them over here to this exposed king side. A lot of knight jumps. Jump, 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 jump. And then, yeah, here. Just not thinking. 145, so that means I took 20 seconds to make this move. So that was just, that gutted the game for me right there. If my opponent had seen that, it's all over. So, but he didn't somehow. And gotcha. Yeah, no, I just more or less fall back on habit there to trade off the light square bishop. So he attacks, I get rid of. And at this point, I mean, I think when I was looking at this, I thought I was a little better, but it turns out I'm much better. And I'm much better because of these dark squared weaknesses around the king. And I mean, just look at this. I'm just poised to do some damage here. And yeah, no, my opponent, I realized it as soon as he made that. Yeah, I was just like, wait a sec. And yeah, I mean, what can he really do? So this was a fun one for me. So you saw my two terrible games there where I lost early. Yeah, I shouldn't have. In hindsight, I shouldn't have resigned that one where I dropped the pawn at the start. But at that point, I was just like, okay, hold on, you need to slow down and just regroup. So I just decided to let that one go. Get my thoughts back together, and all right, let's see if we can get a Caro. because I know we'd like to see a Caro. Introducing the old man, 16 years old. Love you, buddy. Love you, boy. All right, E4, 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 E4. Yay! All right, here we go. Chili, 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 chili. And if you don't get that reference, it's from the movie Grind. All right, well, I hate to do this, but until my G3 is a weird move. That's what I thought. He probably wants to fianchetto that bishop. Let's see. I'm looking at the knight out, but I don't know. I don't like that anymore now that the bishop is here. Wait, hold up. If I come here, doesn't this... Oh, no, because he has the queen check here. But what if I come here now? You know what? Gonna do it, man. Next. And now I think we just win a pawn. Wow. Wow, man. Tell me about it, dude. Caro strikes again, man. No freaking doubt. And now we are going to defend the forking square. His pieces are useless. Or maybe not useless, but you know what? I can ensure another trade this. Oh, wait, hold up. If I trade, that gets me forked. All right. I need to castle. Wait, he could have destroyed my castling rights there. All right, I'm castling. It's just safe. All right, now we can trade. Kareem King, how are you doing, boss? All right, let's get this knight out of here. All right. Protected. Cool. Yeah, I don't want to hang a pawn, no doubt. So my elo in Blitz is 1,000, and my peak rapid is 1640, which not really special, but threatening another fork. All right, so we're gonna do this and then this. Of course, I could also do this and continue trading. $340 in rapid. No, we all start somewhere, right? Now I got to pass pawn here, which very nice. Let's see. Let's go ahead and trade. Although probably trading here might not be the best idea actually, because now I feel like this is more drawish than anything. I mean, oh yeah, I can't go that way. I'll get myself mated. All right, so maybe now it forces a trade. Go for some pawns. Woof. Crap. Have I hurt myself here? I don't think so. Just need to stay off of forking squares. If he comes here, I should win a piece. Karo Khan strikes, huh? Just gotta capitalize on it. All right, maybe now we can start pushing some pawns. Gotta be careful. And then this. And I think I can sack. Wait. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah. Try to cut the king off and prepare a mate. And if he tries, yeah, that doesn't work. And now I've got both rooks on it, so. Should be a forced mate somewhere. Okay, you know what? Let's just do this simply. And now this threatens mate, and this should be it. Karo Khan, buddy. And now mate's unstoppable. Mate coming on H2. All right. Whew. There we are. Karo Khan, man. We got it. All right, not a bad day. Not a bad first stream. That's without the engine to start. Now this is a new one. I thought maybe he wants to fianchetto. No idea. But as the knight's not on f3 like we want, knight f5 instead of bishop g4. So, and then yeah, this was just a weird, and this is probably all to avoid this, but just sticking with standard stuff. And then moving the same piece twice. Do as I say, not as I do. And you know what? I thought this was a nice little threatening square on a weakened king side for my bishop to be on. Now add an extra attacker. And yeah, like I said, this should just be winning. And then I have no idea how my opponent missed this. But it's just over at that point. So let's go to the review. $80.6, yeah. Yeah. But just a winning, just winning. Oh, this actually, yeah, see. It may be a little bit negligible, but definitely probably want to go with the better option at next time. So knight b4. You know what? I was looking at that with the bishop here and the knight there. How does white contend with this? Queen a4, queen d7. Trade. King d2. I mean, that doesn't look very promising to me. Hey, Nick, I appreciate you, man. I really appreciate all the help you've given me, and I hope you'll be here for future streams. I'm going to be trying to do these more or less daily, so got to build up that following. But yeah, you know what? And I think this game is a good point to call it, and everything here was correct. Yeah, no, I think all in all, not too bad. I mean, nothing that really cost me anything, because going the other way would have gotten me mated, and I almost did it too. I almost I almost went there. Boom. That would have been bad. So yeah, king g8, only move. Try getting some stuff traded off and trying to win some material. And yeah, just done from here. So, well, I mean, let's see, how many games did we get in today? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not bad. 8 games to start it out. I think that's a good stopping point right there. But for those of you still present, I hope you enjoyed the stream, and it's a work in progress, obviously, but we'll keep working on it, and I hope to see y'all in future streams. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope y'all had fun. I certainly did, except for these two abominations right here. Those are, ugh. But yes. Anyway, y'all have a great evening, and I will see